And chat, how's it going, guys? Welcome, sort of back, to AI the Somnium Files. Now, if you have been watching me for a long time, you'll know that back in 2021, I started this game, and I played about 2 hours of it on stream, and then I put it down and didn't come back to it. I don't remember why, but it's pronounced I, not AI? Weird. I don't remember why I bounced off of it, but I did. And so it's been 2 years, a little over 2 years if I'm recalling correctly, since I last played this game. And we'll get back to that in a sec. If you've been watching for the past couple of years, you'll also know that I just finished going through the Zero Escape series, which are Uchikoshi's not first games, but previous set of games before I the Somnium Files. And I loved them, even the third one, which didn't get good until the end. And so I have a renewed interest in playing this game. However, I played 2 hours of it, and that was 2 years ago, and I don't remember it very well. So we are starting a new save file with this patron's permission, and I'm going to play through the start again, and we're just not going to count that against the time I owe this patron. So I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm excited to see Uchikoshi go on philosophical tangents again. This is going to be an interesting time. The first 2 hours of this game are the weakest. It really picks up quickly, though. Okay, well, we'll get past it. We'll probably finish today at the same point I was at my first attempt. This is better than the Zero Escape games. Interesting. Other save data and collected files will not be transferred. Would you like to start a new game? Yes. Language English. Language cannot be switched. Proceed! Right, we started a carousel. Yeah, the other reason that I am replaying the start is because this is a murder mystery game and a detective game, and if it's been 2 years since I played the start, I want to replay the start to get the information that I need to remember again. Well, she's dead. Oh, right, she got her eye torn out. The Somnium Files. Day 1, Friday, Sig I. Bloom Park, Friday, 10:54 p.m. Investigation. During investigations, the main character, Date, inspects scenes and collects testimony. Progress by examining objects and talking to people. Investigation. Date's position is fixed, but you can move Date's position is fixed, but you can move the cursor and your view. Try looking around and moving the cursor to find something that catches your eye and inspect it. Fence. There's a fence set up around the merry-go-round. Probably to prevent nosy kids from getting caught in the machinery. Choices and look. When you speak to a person, you will be presented with choices and look. Use the choices to select a topic of conversation. Look will allow you to observe the person you are speaking to. An inspector from Metro. I hope he finds a lead. Thanks for coming out here in this mess.
It's my duty, sir, but thank you.
What's your name?
Wow, I never thought a great detective like you would ask me my name. It's Kagami, sir.
I can ask him what his name is again. Anything to go on?
Not yet, sir.
Ask him again, but that would be rude. How's the investigation coming?
Not too good, unfortunately. We're not finding much.
Let's look at him. A local cop. I call her boss. She runs ABIS, a special branch of the Metropolitan Police Department. I report directly to her. This rain is awful, huh?
It's unusual for this time of year.
Oh, I know that voice. Hang on. I know that voice. Is that the lady who played Catherine in Three Houses?
It'll be hard to find any usable prints.
And Sai. No, it's Sai from Persona 5. Who found the body?
Metro got a call about 2 hours ago. Someone heard screaming coming from the park. Beat cop responded, checked out the scene.
And found the corpse.
Yeah. Thing is, the caller was anonymous. I'll give you the details later.
After finishing discussing a topic with someone, they might have new things to talk about. When talking to people, choose topics that interest you. You might obtain important information or clues. Selecting log will allow you to recap any previous conversations. Cool. So, what am I doing here?
Are you serious? You're Special Agent Kaname Date. You're a member of Abyss, and that means you answer to me. I called you here to inspect the scene, Date.
Sure, boss. But inspecting dead bodies isn't usually part of the job.
Usually, no. But tonight it is. Because you know this woman, don't you, Date? I had to tell you. You deserve to know.
What can you tell me about the victim?
Her name's Nadami Shoko. You knew her, right? What was the relationship like? I heard you two have been close for years.
I wouldn't say that. We were just acquaintances.
Any suspects? Oh, she was Dorothea and Shamir in Three Houses. Ah.
Not yet. We just found the victim. Too early to say anything for sure. But this could be a copycat killer at work. From a case 6 years ago.
A case 6 years ago?
For whatever reason, she didn't elaborate. A case 6 years ago. It's a horse from the merry-go-round. Alright, there was another cop. A local cop. Okay, never mind. The body is mounted on one of the horses. I should get a better look. I took a step forward.
Sorry, sir. Could you please not get any closer? We haven't taken any footprints yet. I appreciate your understanding.
Allow me to assist you.
That's Iba. Her official designation is Eyeball. She's an artificial intelligence built into my fake eye. An AI for an eye. Ha. Or an eye for an eye, I guess.
To use the zoom, right?
Correct. That will allow you to investigate without physically disturbing the scene.
Iba's vision modes. While playing through the story, Iba's special vision modes may help you obtain new information. You can now use the zoom mode to enlarge the target. Select zoom and examine the corpse. You can also view the controls with the touchpad. Corpse. Zoom!
I am detecting signs of increased stress in your body. Cortisol and ACTH concentration is rising.
Erica Harlacher. That sounds like a familiar name, but I don't know who she's played.
Don't bug me with jargon right now, alright? I'm just upset.
Multiple puncture wounds to the front of the torso.
Oh, she was on in Persona 5. Ah.
Cause of death? Blood loss from these wounds.
What happened to her eye then?
Body temperature and rigor mortis indicate the time of death was approximately 6 hours ago. That would place the crime occurring around 5 p.m.
Several puncture wounds, but no cuts or tears. That means
The victim was probably stabbed with something pointed and smooth, like an ice pick.
The victim's arms are tied behind her back with rope. The same rope wraps around her body and the pole directly behind her.
Now, why would they do that?
keep her in place, presumably.
The left eye socket is vacant. Victim has had her left eyeball removed.
Did she have a fake one like me?
Left eye.
The most likely scenario is that the killer or killers removed it.
Well, we don't know that for sure. A crow or some other animal could have pulled it off the corpse.
Impossible. The amount of blood indicates that the victim's eye was removed before her death.
They carved it out while she was still alive.
Freaky.
Correct.
What was that?
Analyzing the source of the sound. Sonic analysis indicates the sound originated from inside the merry-go-round's central column.
Inside the column?
Skewered horse.
The horse from the merry-go-round. It looks like it's skewered.
This is not a message from the criminal. The park was already in this state before the crime. My best hypothesis is that this is the result of a teenage prank.
Column. The noise came from inside.
Date. Use me to see through the column. Utilize the X-ray mode.
Oh no.
It appears as though someone is inside.
I threw down my umbrella and ran to the pillar.
Hey, wait!
Shut up!
I pushed him aside and ran up on the platform.
Hey, I know you're in there. If you can hear me, say something.
No reply. Looking closely, I found a small handle on the column. I grabbed it hard and tried to pull it open.
It won't budge.
That is a reused noise from Zero Escape.
It may be locked from the inside.
Damn it. Hey, whoever's in there,
shit.
stay back.
Well, that's a hell of a gun.
Is Suki.
Red-handed. A laser flintlock, yeah. It's a hell of a gun. Dreamscape time.
What is this place?
This is your dream.
I'm... me.
Correct. You are Date.
And you are?
I mean, don't you recognize the voice, Date?
You're...
Why is she moving like this?
Where do I even start with this?
I can answer all of your queries.
Alright then. Who are you?
I'm me, of course.
I know that voice. Iba?
Indeed.
Why do you look like a fluorescent shrimp?
What are you talking about? I must look so cute that you've lost your mind. Under normal circumstances, I would lecture you about your awful taste, but...
What are you doing in my dream?
You called me. My consciousness and your own are linked. This is why I appear in your dreams. Consider me an alter ego. But I shouldn't waste time explaining further. You will have forgotten this by the time you wake up.
I can't unhear on now.
I will discuss this with you soon, when you're awake.
I'm trying to sort out my situation, but my brain isn't cooperating. It must be because I'm sleeping right now. So, things that I should know. I can't remember. My head is all fuzzy. I'm not my usual self. It's like I'm inside someone else's head. What a strange feeling.
Putting that aside, do you recognize this room?
No, not at all.
I suppose that's fine. Let us begin.
Begin what?
Somnium scan. Activate. Got it.
Got what?
I have completed a scan of your somnium, your dream world. My simulations have encountered several mental locks.
Mental locks?
Have you already...
That's a reused Zero Escape sound effect too.
Even your critical thinking abilities have dulled.
Huh?
In short, Somnium is a world built from the deepest recesses of your consciousness. This world is divided into several layers. Each layer stands upon a foundation, a base component. Think of these foundations as mental blocks, or simply locks for convenience. Mental locks must be broken before we can proceed deeper into consciousness. The truth is always hidden within the deepest layers. Therefore, we must...
Oh, excuse me.
Remove the mental locks?
Correct.
So I just need to turn on all the lights and open the door? Shouldn't be too hard.
Don't be so sure. Appearances in this world can be deceiving. Let's start with the door. Please direct me to the door and give me instructions.
I see. So I can do whatever I want with you in this world.
Well, I suppose that is true, but...
Don't, Date.
Alright, let's do this.
Wake Date up. Date's dream world. In this strange and surreal dream, trust the light to wake up Date. Insomnia, you explore a dream to discover the subject's hidden memories. Unlocking the mental locks will allow you to travel deeper into the dream. Unlocking all of them will reveal important information. A guide to unlocking the mental locks is displayed in the upper left corner. First, move Iba closer to the door and investigate.
A door locked with a padlock.
When investigating things, you can choose from a number of options to give Iba instructions. For now, have Iba investigate the door.
It appears all I have to do is open this door.
Oh, you can see her bones.
I can't touch it.
That's
That
cool.
is to be expected. Dreams are not bound by logic. This is Date's Somnium, a reality built by dreams.
My Somnium?
I see. Your mental faculties must be hazy because your body is currently sleeping. I suppose I will have to explain.
I'd rather you not disturb my precious sleep.
Shut up and listen. Date, look at that.
Trust the light.
The places where the light touches have become colored. Perhaps those parts are now tangible. Every human mind is unique. Every human dream has its own set of rules.
I see.
If you understand these rules, the dream world itself becomes malleable.
Who's that?
Who was that?
Right?
I don't know.
You must know. This is your dream. It is created from your memories.
I don't know what to tell you. I have no idea who that was.
Well, the memories are in his head. They're just not accessible consciously.
I need to give you commands that will unlock the mental locks, right?
Indeed. But it is difficult to predict exactly how an object will behave in Somnium. Think outside the box. Trying different actions will help solve the problem.
Now, what should I have you do?
Don't forget that I have a veto.
In the Somnium world, you are able to investigate objects that have a floating name. A new object has appeared. Move Iba over to it and investigate. Well, first we're going to look at the Skeleman. I guess we can't.
A winter iris.
What?
Do you not recognize it? This is an iris that blooms in winter.
A flower with a woman's name.
Smell. Does it smell?
Hey, I didn't know you could smell.
I can't. I'm pantomiming.
Fair enough.
Isn't it easier to visualize this way?
Sure, whatever. Not enough.
Pardon?
Harder, you gotta smell it harder.
What? Okay.
Why? What?
Amazing suction! Bravo! Marvelous!
What are you experiencing so regularly to cause this to happen in your dreams?
You were able to touch it,
Correct.
so I just need to keep this up?
Something like that.
Okay, the vines are gone. Turn on the light. You can check your progress on the left side of the screen. Your actions just now advanced your progress. Reach the ends to clear the Somnium. You can view the controls in the menu.
A switch.
Later, Thor.
The Thor
Thanks for hanging
control.
out. Turn on switch.
Now I can activate the switch.
Who's this?
Isn't this rewarding, Date? Another place you can touch.
Would rather be sleeping.
Checkpoint saved. Everyone unlocked. Turn on the light. You unlocked the turn on the light mental lock. But there is another mental lock in the Somnium. Unlock the next mental lock using the guide Open the Door as a lead. You can always check the tutorial by going to Menu, File, Appendix. Alright, well first we're going to examine the Skeleman. I guess we can't. Wine.
A glass of wine.
Yeah, let's smell it. Suck it up.
The nose is fresh yet rich. I detect smooth tannins and stone fruits.
Where did you learn that from?
Why would you have something like this in your dream?
I mean, some people drink, Iba.
Even a guy like me enjoys good drinks and better company.
But these social engagements never seem to turn out well for you.
Well, you don't have to go in on me like that.
Stop. Don't remind me.
A glass of wine.
Have a sip.
Leave it to me.
Hey!
That's more than a sip.
I feel kinda good.
Why isn't AI getting drunk?
Why do I have to listen to Date diss me all the time?
The wine says a Spike Chunsoft original on it. Fun.
Oh, she's annoying when she's drunk. Someone else can come take her.
Now I can talk to the Skeleman.
A skeleton? It appears to be bleeding from the left eye.
Oh, that's appropriate. Talk to the Skeleman.
To the skeleton?
You just want someone to talk to, huh?
True. Hello, my name is Iba. What is your name? How are you? I am currently 92% charged and feeling well.
So, how do you charge your eyeball? Like, do you take it out and put it on a charging pad when you're sleeping?
Hey, don't ignore me. Stupid bony man. Your mother is a stupid bony girl. Bony, bony, bony.
Are you finished?
My disappointment is immeasurable.
And my day is ruined. Basket.
A basket. I cannot see inside it.
Well, pick it up, Iba. Where basket?
Leave it to me. It is dark. I cannot see anything.
Oh, it puts it on the Skeleman. Okay.
I see a dumb AI and a skeleton.
A floor lamp shaped like a rose.
Lift up.
Ugh. It won't move.
It must mean I don't flinch. I hold my ground like a mountain.
I interpret it more as your irritating personality spreading like pollen in the wind.
There's all sorts of weird shit that you can interpret from dreams.
The tears won't stop. Must be allergies.
You're just sleepy.
Basket
A
again.
basket.
Search.
A model of a UFO. A stuffed chupacabra. And a $1 bill.
Occult stuff, maybe?
Does the occult interest you, Date?
The truth is out there.
It is a trending topic.
Dante's
Anyone
smile
can
is so
encounter
creepy.
matters Such as these.
True. Somebody's into the occult.
This is somewhat different than occult.
I can't search the basket
A
anymore.
lamp. It looks like a rose.
Kick it.
Huh?
Alright, that hit the skeleton.
You don't have to kick it so hard.
Give it everything you've got. That's my motto.
It didn't even budge.
I saw the skeleton's skull move slightly.
How? You were looking the other direction.
Hey, Date, are we gonna get him too? Huh?
What are you, a thug?
Okay, well, now we interact with the Skeleman again.
A skeleton.
Let's hit it.
Know this, skeleton. I harbor no grudges against you.
Oh, uh-oh.
But look, the wall.
Oh, am I trapped on... Game over. Okay, now everywhere that wasn't lit up is
Do you have
traversable.
an irrepressible urge for destruction you've been holding back all this time?
Even if I did, adults have to learn moderation, you know. Who is he?
Are you sure you don't know?
I don't know. He looks like some old man.
You could describe him a little more generously.
Boss is sleep talking. A hidden item? Insomnia. There's always one somewhere? No more. I can't eat anymore. I'm stuffed. Interesting tutorial pop-up. Gun. Alright, before we continue and pick up this gun, I'm going to... Nope, not the map. Menu. File, flowchart options, and guide. Game will autosave, but you can also save manually with save. If you would like to end the game, you can return to the title screen with top menu in the top right of the screen. I'm going to save. So there is a flowchart in this game. Oh, it was only 1 year ago. Huh, I thought it was 2. Well, we're going to save over that. And then I'm going to take a 5-minute break. And I'll be right back. Alright, back. Gun.
A gun came out of
The gun is a key. Investigate.
Why is there a gun in this house?
This house has a skeleton in it. Anything can happen.
I hear it's common in the Kyushu area.
What, the house skeletons?
In fact, it is said that they place hand grenades in the egg cartons in their refrigerators.
Who did you hear that from?
A gun.
Pick it up.
It won't go off?
It should be fine.
Bang!
Look at this hot magnum. I could ventilate some crooks with this thing.
Hearing On's voice say that is so weird.
Don't get excited.
Remind you of anyone?
No.
It's a key all the time, but when you point it at someone, it unlocks their death.
A door locked with a padlock.
What gun in keyhole?
Do you think something this size would fit?
Might fit if you work it in a little. Try just the tip.
I suppose.
This is chill music.
I see. The gun was the key.
Well, well, well. It seems I was key in helping us escape.
Okay, that's it. This dream is over.
I suppose this dream is over then. Guess I'll wake up now.
Good. I'll open it.
Hello? Oh. Shit. Wonder where that came from. Day 1. Date A acquired. We've got murder on the brain? Well, that's what summoned that memory up, I guess. Day 2. Saturday. Psych Eye. Police headquarters, Saturday, 9:21 a.m.
Good
Boy
morning,
bands on the
Dante.
wall, huh?
I was waiting for you.
That is Shamir.
You
Tanuki!
think it's true that a Tanuki's ball sack can stretch up to 10 square feet?
Oh, just gonna put that out there, huh, boss?
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
A flag with big catch on it. A police officer mannequin.
Have you met my partner? This is my childhood friend, Mario.
Psych Eye is written with the kanji for reunion. Interesting.
He's a good listener. I tell him all my stories when I get lonely.
How many of those stories involve me? This was the moment I started to worry about Boss's mental health.
Overall length of 15.35 inches, width of 8.8, height of 5.35, and a body weight of just a hair over 830 grams. This RC car has friction dampers on the front and rear axles as well.
Sounds fancy.
How do you know all this stuff?
Well, presumably she either built it or bought it, and learned those specifications when she did.
I used to be a flag girl for RC car racing in my glory days.
Those are your glory days? Not any of the time you've spent as a cop? Shelves. Alright, good talk. It's a volleyball. If the text is still green, there's still more text if you check it again. Ah, okay. A soccer ball.
Looking at that reminds me of my old boyfriend from high school.
So Boss's old love interest must have been an athlete. Interesting.
It's me, Mario. Nice to meet you.
It's me, Mario.
He talks?
Boss's friend, Mario. An RC car. It's a Tanuki statue. A cabinet. Alright, good talk. A bookshelf. It's full of files and binders, but I don't know of what. It's got books, manga, movies, games, all sorts of stuff. What does she do in here? Ton of things stuffed in it. Pumpkin! A pumpkin carved like a jack-o'-lantern.
You ever wonder why we call all our pumpkins Jack? What if that pumpkin's name was Bill?
It's based on a specific legend, boss.
Sorry, it was funnier in my head.
Bill O'Lantern, huh? A chair. Boss's desk. There are stickers all over the front. She has a computer on her desk. The type that has a monitor built in. About Mizuki. Oh, no, I'll look. She's sitting on the desk, casually. About Mizuki.
Interrogators say she hasn't said a word since we found her.
The doctors say she's traumatized. She can't speak. She's seeing a specialist at Central Hospital right now.
Did you take her to the hospital after we found her?
Yeah.
Were you with her this whole time? You're like her legal guardian, then.
No, she just lives with me.
I mean, close enough. Mizuki Okiura. The girl we found in the merry-go-round. She's 12 years old, in the 6th grade. Certain circumstances brought us to live together, but we aren't blood related. Sort of like a stray cat that found her way into my home. I hope you haven't called her that to her face.
We're not going to get anything from her.
About Renju Okiura.
Have you picked up Renju yet?
He's at a police station nearby being interviewed. He's not a suspect yet, just standard procedure stuff.
Renju is Shoko's ex-husband and Mizuki's father. Not to mention an old friend of mine.
I wonder what Renju was doing last night. I did call him a few times. He didn't answer.
He didn't?
Suspicious?
No.
The local police tried his phone too, but they got the same result.
There should be a control to move the camera. Okay.
No one was able to get a hold of him until this morning. We explained the situation to him, had him verify Shoko's corpse, and naturally started asking him questions.
Right stick. Okay. That is a messed up happy birthday. A happy birthday banner decoration. That birthday party was a while ago, though. An electronic darts game.
Why do you have this?
It's the most normal thing in the room, Date.
So if we're trapped down here when World War III starts, we'll have something to do.
Public bath door curtain? Why does she have a public bath door curtain? Public bath door curtain. What is this a map of? A map on the wall. Okay, not gonna tell me. A police poster. A boy band poster? Question mark?
Yep. They're all my husbands.
So she's a millennial, is what I'm gathering from this room.
Uh-huh.
Boss is single, by the way. Hey, I'd date her.
Are you familiar with the murder case at the resort called Spur?
Triangular ruler. Symbols!
I use that thing for stress relief sometimes.
Hopefully the room is soundproofed.
I know. I can hear it all the way down the hall.
It's a lifesaver. Stationary bike for indoor training. Christmas tree.
That's been here a while.
I mean, Christmas comes every year, right?
Hopefully it's a plastic one.
It's a pain taking that thing down and putting it up again.
It's been here since the first time I was in this room. Mysterious mask is displayed on the wall.
That's my grandpa's death mask.
Death mask?
The guy had a huge face.
Souvenir from some rural town? When Boss asks Date if he has heard of the murder case at the resort called Spur, this is a direct reference to the game Kamaitachi no Yoru, localized as Banshee's Last Cry in North America, also made by Spike Chunsoft, in which a series of murders occurs at the ski lodge named Spur, localized as Snowflake Inn. Interesting. I haven't seen one of these in a while. Why can I interact with this? It's a half-inch triangle at the top of the screen. A soba restaurant door curtain. There's a lot of stuff hanging on the coat hanger. Alright, now we've looked at every... Oh, no, we haven't.
The
Broken
battery
clock.
died on that thing, so the hands have stopped.
So replace the battery, he says, looking up at his stopped clock on the wall behind his entertainment center.
Like you and me.
What do you mean?
Oh, Date.
Dirty bag. No. There's so much to this room. Inside the bags are masks, like for costume parties. Booze.
Reminds me of you, boss. You have many faces, one inside the other. No matter how deep you go, you'll never get to the real you.
Matryoshkas eventually end, though. You get to the last one, the smallest one, like a child. That's the real me.
You are fairly childish, but you're fun. Alright, now we can proceed. I see you still haven't cleaned this place up.
Where do you think you are, Agent?
Metro Police Building in Kasumigaseki, Chiyoda District, Tokyo.
Underground. We're 6 stories underground.
Abyss is right, then. Why are we 6 stories? How deep does the police station go?
Yeah, what about it?
No windows. It's suffocating in here. Dark and dreary all the time. So, I try to make my office colorful. Liven things up a little.
Well, it's mostly just a mess, boss.
It's like a party, right? I want it to feel fun in here.
About the case 6 years ago.
Hey, remember the case you brought up yesterday? The one that happened 6 years ago?
Date, forget about it.
No.
What?
It's been a long time since I've been at a crime scene, and I got a little carried away, and... Look, it was a slip of the tongue, okay? Shouldn't have said anything.
Well, you did. Now I want to know.
That just makes me want to know even more.
That case has nothing to do with this one.
But it might. Last night you said this could be a copycat crime.
Yes, that's my point. It might be a copycat killer, but it can't be the same killer. That's impossible. Literally impossible. So it's not necessary for you to know about past cases. It would only cloud your judgment.
I don't accept that.
Just give it up, Date.
I'll ask again about the case 6 years ago.
I wouldn't tell you even if my life depended on it. Even if you took me to the finest club in Kabukicho and showered me in Dom P, my lips are sealed.
But why, boss?
It's top secret, classified.
Okay, that makes a bit more sense, unless you're making that up to throw me off.
It was that bad, huh?
If that's how you want to interpret it. Give it a rest, Date. You keep prying into this, and I'll hit you with a sexual harassment complaint.
This isn't harassment or sexual.
I can make it sexual.
Oh boy, now I get to file a sexual harassment complaint.
It appears you wouldn't have an issue with that. I can detect your thoughts, remember?
Thank you for your input, Iva.
Just promise me you'll let this go, okay? It's a delicate issue, even more delicate than my patience. So drop it. That's an order. Understood?
What's the status of the investigation?
Who do you think I am, Date?
You're my boss? The commander of Abyss Metropolitan Police Department?
I mean, my name.
Huh. I honestly don't know. I've been calling you boss for 6 years, so...
Trust me, it's been more than 6 years.
6 years without learning her name, huh? You are a terrible coworker, Date. I suffer from a memory disorder. I don't remember anything past 6 years ago. I've been having flashbacks recently. Fragments of my past.
Wait, what does your name have to do with our investigation?
Because if you knew me well enough, you wouldn't have to ask.
Ah, so, nothing to report then. Got it.
Are there any leads at all?
I don't know if I would call them leads.
What about the ice pick? The one we found in Mizuki's hand?
We were able to identify the manufacturer, but it's sold nationwide. It would be impossible to pin down the buyer.
Damn.
We did determine that the shape of the pick and the puncture wounds on the victim match perfectly. We also discovered that the blood on the pick is the victim's.
Yeah, but can you imagine that a 12-year-old girl would, be able to stab, that lady to death and tie her up? And pluck out her eye while she was alive?
Meaning that ice pick was probably the murder weapon.
Almost definitely.
About the ice pick.
The pick Mizuki was holding? The only prints on it are hers. The evidence is really stacking up against her.
No. She couldn't have done it. It's impossible.
Well, then you better hurry up and clear her. She is important to you, right?
Is there any other information?
Let's see. We have some more information about the victim, Shoko Nadami. It's up on the database. Although it's probably nothing you don't already know.
Well, maybe not. I haven't seen her for over a year.
Still, you know more about her than anyone else on the case, right? It's part of the reason why I assigned you to this.
Nadami Shoko, 36 years old. Female. Residence, Meguro District.
So wait, you didn't take me off the case because I have a personal connection? You put me on the case because I have a personal connection? You want my judgment clouded? Before moving on to the next location, check the file option in the menu. It gets periodically updated as the game progresses. Okay.
Met Date Kaname 5 years ago through her husband, Okira Renju. Date and Renju were so-called old drinking buddies. Renju and Shoko had one child together, a daughter named Mizuki, the prime suspect of this case. 4 years ago, they were divorced. Shoko returned to using her maiden name, Nagami.
I should also give you this. It's a picture of Shoko. You'll need this when you're trying to get information, right? Since you don't have a cell phone.
People without cell phones in 2023 are severely impaired getting around the world. I can't imagine how impaired people in like 2055 or whenever this takes place would be. I took Shoko's picture and put it in my pocket. Okay, menu, file. File allows you to read information about people you've spoken to or terms you've heard. You had an album photo. By finding hidden items or clearing a somnium with more than 1 second remaining. They're timed? You can view photos you've collected at any time. Collect them all. Persons. Date. Likes classic cars, curry, bonito, pelvises, Reika. Dislikes soft-boiled eggs, punk kids, ghosts. Afraid of ghosts. Birthday August 3rd. So 4 days before mine. Collects vintage magazines. Reaction time increases 3.6 times under certain conditions. Which conditions? As a sinker, Date uses the sink machine to dive into the minds of suspects or persons of interest. He lost his eye 6 years ago, but replaced it with a prosthetic eye, which houses an advanced artificial intelligence known as an eyeball. Literally eyeball. Ugh. To be fair, Japanese ghosts are the worst. That is true. Japanese ghosts are a special breed. He also lost all his memories past 6 years ago. Okay. Why is he like pelvises specifically? Because he's an ass man, and also the shape of the bones in your pelvis can be very can lead to a sexy figure. Aiba, sex female according to settings. Age 5, birthday November 9th. Investigation assessment. Insects, spiders, crustaceans. 101000011110101. I wonder what that translates to. Dislikes dirty jokes, going outside the simulation. Hobbies, sneaks out of Date's eye socket while he's sleeping and makes mischief. Skills, hacking. Fluoroscopy? What the hell is fluoroscopy? Voice imitation, 3D modeling. Age 5? Well, she was created 5 years ago, but she's got an adult's mind and body. So, if you're thinking it's weird to find her sexy, don't worry about it. Aiba is an autonomous artificial intelligence. She usually takes the shape of an eyeball and resides in Date's left eye socket. She assists Date by gathering information, connecting to networks and databases, and using her X-ray and thermographic functions. Fluoroscopy is an imaging technique that uses X-rays to obtain real-time moving images of the interior of an object. Allows a surgeon to see the internal structure and function of a patient. This is useful for both diagnosis and therapy. It occurs in general radiology. Interesting. Mizuki. Birthday July 6th. Profession, 6th grader. Likes ramen, stew, unagi, metal pipes, and iris. Why does she like metal pipes? Dislikes raw seafood. How Date holds chopsticks. Hobbies, breeding Cleone. Collecting Adorabbit merch. So, she's into Pokemon. Skills. Studies martial arts and enjoys emotionally attacking Date. Mizuki is Renju Okiura and Shoko Nanami's daughter. Although she is not related to Date, he became her de facto guardian 4 years ago. The two have lived under one roof ever since. Renju. Birthday, Homestuck Day. Which I know is not a reference because Uchikoshi has been convinced to read Homestuck, but hasn't yet. Profession, entertainment company and maid cafe manager. Likes unusual things, dislikes ordinary things. Well, that's vague. Hobbies, work. Get a life, man. Enjoys songwriting. Renju manages the entertainment office Lemniscate and maid cafe Sunfish Pocket. He is the ex-husband of Shoko Nanami and Mizuki's father. He has been Date's close friend for 5 years. Shoko. January 4th. Investment company representative / director. Likes to be envied and praised. Dislikes someone who hurt her in the past. Hobbies, winery tours, Scandinavian furniture collection, Pilates. Rich people. Skills, lying and cheating. Date does not like Shoko very much, I take it. Shoko is the ex-wife of Renju Okiura and Mizuki's mother. On a Friday night in November, she was found on the merry-go-round in the defunct amusement park known as Bloom Park. Her left eye socket was hollowed out. Boss, birthday December 21st. Age 42, huh? Commander of Abyss, the special investigation team of the Metropolitan Police Department. Likes wine, gore dolls, anything black. Dislikes happy families, ex-boyfriends, MPT's director, decluttering and organizing. Do her ex-boyfriends have happy families? Is that why she dislikes them? Hobbies, going to clubs in Kabukicho. Skills, grasping people's weaknesses, applying pressure, making them obey. Boss is Date's direct superior and longtime friend. She appears to be an easygoing optimist with a carefree attitude, but she is as cunning as a fox with a quick wit. And that's all of them. No, it's pronounced Pilates. Appendix. Abyss. Advanced Brain Investigation Squad, a special classified division of the Metropolitan Police Department, tasked with conducting criminal investigations by understanding and penetrating the human mind. They are stationed 6 floors underneath MPD headquarters. Few know of their existence, even among police. ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormone. Stress stimulates the adrenal cortex and secretes this hormone to heighten senses and increase defense functions. This is secreted on a daily basis by the author. X-ray mode, trunk, another word for the torso of the human body. I don't know why that needs to be in the definition book. A hormone secreted from the adrenal cortex triggered by stress increases heart rate, body temperature, blood pressure, and blood glucose, and activates the body's defense mechanisms. This is another hormone my brain secretes constantly. Why do I need to define puncture wound? Aphonia, a medical condition in which a person cannot speak, usually from some kind of stress or trauma, similar to muteness. Not the same condition as aphasia, which is a loss of the ability to understand speech entirely. Jurisdiction, Central Hospital, Dom P, a world-famous champagne with a pink label on the bottle. Jobs, when used by Yakuza, it likely means an illegal or unscrupulous activity. It also has a sexual connotation, but I wouldn't know anything about that. Wouldn't you? Pushing instrument, tips, 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 tips. 142 notes. Holy shit. Album. Concept art. Well, I'm glad they didn't go with this concept, because that looks kind of dumb. Okay, so it is his left eye, mirroring Shoko's missing eye. Huh, okay. Did we ever identify who called it in?
The person who reported the screaming?
Right.
Unfortunately, not yet.
What's the holdup?
They didn't identify themselves over the phone.
You should have a location by now.
All right,
I
they
know
used
is that
a
it was a
payphone.
A payphone? That's odd.
There's only one payphone in New York City now, I think. I think it's still there. They haven't removed the last payphone. They've turned it into an exhibit or something. But there's only one left in New York City.
It is unusual. Whoever it was clearly didn't want us knowing their identity. It may have even been the killer.
I wonder if they're more common in Japan. Oh, that's freaky. Oh, don't do that, Aiba. You can do that? That's all compact inside his eyeball? Or is this just a vision? Hamster mode, yeah.
Hello!
No, not hello. I told you not to just pop out of nowhere like that.
I do not understand your concern. Boss knows me by now.
Well, still.
It is a little freaky, Aiba. So small. So, about Aiba.
Hey, boss, is it possible to do something about her personality?
Don't ask me. I didn't create her. Get Pewter to tinker with her.
Wasn't the AI ball your idea, though?
Yeah, but I didn't choose her personality or the way she talks. You can thank Pewter for that.
About my eye.
Hey, so... about my left eye.
Now's not the time to talk about that.
Okay, about eye.
I've been thinking a lot lately. About myself. If I have another mind inside me, am I really me?
Getting straight into the philosophy, Uchikoshi.
Oh, it reminds me of something Arthur Rimbaud once said.
Hey, Uchikoshi tangents.
I is another.
Meaning what?
You have to figure that out for yourself. That's the point.
Oh, I wanted the Uchikoshi tangent to go on longer. About AI.
Hey, what does love mean to you?
Where is this coming from?
Just answer the question.
Let me guess. You're asking me because the Japanese word for love is ai, right? Like a pun? I'm right, aren't I? You dork.
That hurts, you know.
Boss is looking at Aiba. Why did you come out?
I haven't been getting a lot of exercise lately.
Do you need exercise?
You're joking, right?
It's been 5 years since we first met. One day I got called into the control room, and Pewter, the engineer, showed it to me.
The official title is AI Ball.
You are way too into the mad scientist look, my friend.
You may call her Aiba. The artificial intelligence contained within this sphere is nothing short of miraculous. An autonomous artificial intelligence, birthed from collective nanotechnology. Its ability to think is controlled by a program
know
we
this
call
voice.
the Wadjet system.
I know this voice actor. Sean Chiplock. I'm blanking on who he's played. Oh, he's Mista in the English dub of JJBA. He's Mishima! Oh, that's where I recognize him from.
Special Agent Date, from today forward, this is your partner. She will be your personal computer and your personal companion.
Can she make phone calls? Aiba's been living in my head ever since. She gathers info and runs analysis. She can also access wireless networks and hack into other computers. While she's in my eye socket, we communicate through an artificial nerve to my brain. It lets us talk without actually speaking. You know, you are kind of cute like this.
Aren't I? I receive that compliment frequently.
Your attitude isn't, though.
So, am I cute or not cute?
I was joking.
I don't understand your joke. Can you explain what's funny about it?
Nope, not cute at all. Why did you come out?
Okay, really now. What's the real reason you came out?
There is something I need to report to the boss.
To me?
Correct. I could have had the message relayed through Date, but that would have been less efficient. I concluded that it was better to have the both of you hear this together.
Aren't you wasting a lot of time explaining
Yeah,
this?
kinda.
Please listen quietly. I have determined who reported the crime.
Huh?
You have?
Who reported the crime?
I found the payphone that the caller used. It was near the location of the crime, Bloom Park. Thus,
And you
I
caught somebody
decided
on
to check
camera.
the surveillance footage of any security cameras operating nearby.
So you found a way into that database?
That is correct. That area has little foot traffic, even less at night. The time of the report was around 9 p.m. Cameras only caught one person in the area around that time. I analyzed the footage and was able to obtain a facial recognition match.
Hell yeah.
They were registered as a person of interest in the police database.
Oh my god, who was it?
Oh, right, this nerd.
Matsushita Ota, 24 years old. Male.
That's an adult?
I have marked his address on the map. That is all.
Date?
Way ahead of you, boss. Let's go, Aiba.
Affirmative.
When you are able to visit a new destination, map will appear in the bottom right of the screen. Open up the map and pick a destination. People are short sometimes? No, it's his face. His face looks like a child. You can always check the tutorial. Okay, back inside.
No,
Yes.
I'm giving you an order.
does not compute.
Who are you?
Is that a serious question? We've been partners for 5 years. You know who I am.
My left eyeball is Aiba. She sees things differently than I do. Okay. However, we are actually going to end a little early today. Because this next segment takes a while and we've only got half an hour left. So, we'll start this next time. And we'll go through it. And the section after it. In the next stream. So, let's save. Okay. I'd forgotten how charming these characters were. Yeah. I'd forgotten how charming these characters were. They are very solid. And I look forward to seeing where they go. I especially like Ai. Ai's fun. And Boss is going to be interesting to pick apart psychologically. But that's where we're going to end for today. Ai has one of my favorite video game casts ever, alongside Undertale and Deltarune and Ace Attorney. That's high praise. That's very high praise. Because both of those games have very solid casts. But that's where we're going to end for today. So I'll read my schedule and get off. I'd like to plug a few things first. First, if you're watching this on Twitch, I have a YouTube channel where I upload all my streams. You can see any past streams I've done, any playthroughs I've done over the last 7 years. It's all there, every stream. So there's a lot to pick through. A lot of options for you. You can find that at Loreweaver, or with the exclamation point YT command in Twitch chat. If you're watching this on YouTube, I stream live on Twitch almost every day at 1 p.m. EST. Come join, watch live, join in chat. We'd love to have you. I'd also like to plug my Patreon, which you can find either in the description of the YouTube video or with the exclamation point Patreon command in Twitch chat. I make my living off of Patreon. It's my sole source of income, and it pays my rent and my bills, but it doesn't do much beyond that. I'd really like to have some savings for emergencies, for medical emergencies, for if I need to replace stuff, the works. And I've been, honestly, very poor for a very long time. So if you could go to my Patreon and pledge $1 a month or $1 per stream or anything in between, I would be grateful. Pledge a bunch per stream if you really want to change my life. Every one of you who pledges makes it so I can do this for a living. I love my job. I wouldn't want to go back to any of the stuff I was doing before I got it, and I am grateful to all of you for making this possible. I also am coming up on Christmas month and am in a bit of a money crunch, so if you guys could pledge a little bit, get me a little bit of extra Christmas money, I would be grateful. As for the schedule, tomorrow we'll be playing 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim for a patron, and then it's going to be Super Mario RPG from the 22nd through the 29th. Unless I finish earlier than that. Plus, on Saturday, we'll be doing Final Fantasy XIV, where we'll be starting Stormblood. At long last, 4.0 has arrived. Just in time for me to get halfway through it for 7.0 to come out. So yeah, that'll be it for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And I will see you next time.